For over a decade, one of our display windows looked like this. But nothing lasts forever. See the Svengoolie tribute window at Alternate Reality.
Coming right up is Marvel News number 158. It's going to be an all Marvel Universe update, and we're going to talk about Painkiller Jane. She's coming back to the Marvel Universe. We're also going to talk about Iron Man's Iron Metropolitan. It's going to be the next story arc. We're going to cover that. Also, Ultimate Cataclysm is winging your way. Superior Spidey 20 is going to be incredibly important. You need to buy Superior Spidey 20, and we're going to wrap it all up with a big announcement Marvel made about one of their characters, which you haven't seen yet, but it's one of their characters. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, the happiest day of the week is, of course, New Comic Wednesday. Not only is it the first day of the week's new releases, not only is it the first day you can get 15% off all your new comics every day for everyone, but to make it extra special, we hold a first day sale. Now, what's that? The first day sale, we take a mix of 7 brand new comics, magazines, and trade paperbacks, and we discount them 40% off. That's right, 40% off all day long. So if you want to save 40% off on some of the week's hottest new titles on the first day of their release, there's only one place to go, and that's where your money works harder, Alternate Reality.
Comics are complex, and Comic Book Man and Bo are simple. I don't know how this is going to work out. Marvel News.
We shall not be moved until such time as we are peckish. Marvel Comic Book News, episode 158, The Falusian Carousal.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video house. It's time for Bo.
Marvel News, kids!
Marvel News, coming to you from this place. We are still on the road visiting defunct comic book shops in Southside City, Chicago. Over my shoulder where the nail shop is used to be the location. For 20 years it was the location of Moons of Uranus, one of the biggest comic book shops in the Southside City, Chicago, located here in the Green Oak Shopping Center Plaza. They are gone though. They are no longer in this location. They moved, they went somewhere else. They are, I'm sure, much happier there. Of course, if you're looking for new comics, especially new Marvel comics, there's only one place to go.
That's why we're happy.
Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie, beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality are all my new comics, especially my Marvel comics. 15% off every day for everyone, including you. Bo!
Yes?
Painkiller Jane. That was a book that Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti?
Yep, Jimmy Palmiotti. They came up with the character.
It was an indie book they
Co-created it.
co-created together. Of course, we all know what happened to Joe Quesada.
And Joe Quesada is basically Marvel's executive officer, big poobah. Jimmy Palmiotti is a guy who works constantly over at DC and everywhere else. He's never not had any work.
Right.
He's always worked from the moment that he came into the thing.
The man's
With
a
their
talent.
character, Painkiller Jane, will be becoming a Marvel icon title starting this November.
She has been at Marvel before. This is not her first time
She
at Marvel.
started out at Marvel, then she walked.
She was at Event.
She was at Event. And then they said, "Well, bring her in there now." And
Quesada brought her over,
said, "Hey, you're part of the
and they
family,
did
come
a
over."
team up with Punisher.
She popped up. Yeah, actually, I was looking for boxes and I found that thing a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And her last home was Dynamite, and she was also a TV series, or Sci-Fi tried to do a TV
Sci-Fi
series.
did a TV series
Yeah.
based on her. Of course, like most of those series, it had almost nothing to do with her,
No.
except for the name.
No.
But they did it anyway.
She got less bandages when she got to Sci-Fi.
If you've been reading the origin of Tony Stark and Iron Man, you know that it has been going on forever and a day, but it's getting ready to wrap up, and they have the next story arc ready, and it is called...
It's called Iron Metropolitan. It'll be drawn by Jill Bennett, one of my all-time favorite artists, and it'll show Tony Stark building an entire city and what's left of the carcass of Mandarin City, but because Matt Fraction killed the Mandarin will not appear. So people going, the Mandarin's coming back. He's still dead.
Is Ben Kingsley coming back?
Ben Kingsley could come back. He's an actor. But the Iron Metropolitan, so basically Tony Stark says, I learned all this stuff out in space. I think I'm going to build a city, a big freaking city.
Good for
What
him.
could possibly go wrong with him building a big
City in
city?
space? Big freaking city in space?
No, it's on Earth.
Oh, on Earth.
It's
I'm
on
sorry.
the ground.
I'm sorry.
Who's
Where's he
gonna
going to build this at?
He's going to build it where Mandarin City was, over in China, or in Hong Kong.
China.
basically.
Okay.
He's there.
Okay. Our time, Ultimate Hunger, or
Hunger. Just plain old
Hunger just started. Hunger just started.
Galactus and Galactus.
Number
had a
one
nice
ship
little
this
meet.
week. After Hunger is over, because it's a 4-issue miniseries, after Hunger is over, we're going to have
Ultimate Cataclysm.
what could possibly happen.
Ryan Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley reuniting in a 5-issue Ultimate Cataclysm series. It will also create limited series within the Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, and Ultimate Universe. This is the sort of sequel to Spider-Man, and people are going, when this is over with, will there be an Ultimate Universe? And Marvel goes, maybe.
Yeah, well, there probably be an Ultimate Universe. Will it be inhabited?
Actually,
Probably not.
If you look at Hunger, you will realize when you look at the Ultimate Universe, most of Earth and most of it is really screwed up. So there's not much else to kill.
Yeah, well, no, they ought to rename it as Ultimate Hit the Lifeboats.
The Ultimate Lifeboat.
We're getting off the ship.
We're going to live on these big ships. We're going to live in Iron Metropolitan.
Speaking of Spider-Man, our last story up is going
next
to
to last.
involve. Okay, his next last story is going to involve Superior Spider-Man 20.
Okay, for all you fans who are reading Superior Spider-Man, Dan Slott says, look, he announced this on Twitter. You need to pick up issue number 20 because the
20.
next 2 years of Spider-Man stories will be started out there.
Okay.
There'll be stuff dropped in that issue which is going to set up the next two and a half years of his run of the book.
The return of Peter Parker?
Peter Parker's still a ghost. Marvel made that quite clear at San Diego. Peter Parker is still gone.
Is Ramos drawing it?
Ramos will be coming in and drawing a couple issues, yeah.
With that issue?
But I think Ramos is drawing that
I know
issue,
about
yeah.
it.
Yes, he'll pick it up. And our last story is...
Yes.
At the Marvel Retailers Conference right before San Diego.
Oh, I
Marvel
know
had-
what it is. I know what
Marvel
this
had a
is.
nice little party, and the first thing they
Yes, they
announced
did.
is, oh, by the way, you thought we forgot about Marvel Man? We didn't forget.
Yeah.
You're going to find out real soon where Marvel Man's going to pop up.
Big announcement coming soon.
Right, it's coming. Now, it's either going to come between now and the New York Con, or it may come in a month or so, because Marvel's got this big, huge meeting set up at the Disney conference where apparently we're going to find out what Vin Diesel's doing as far as Marvel movies are concerned. They have announced comic stuff there before, so that could be the big announcement saying, hi, Marvel Man's back, and this is who's working on it.
I know what Vin Diesel's going to do. He's going to play the Vision.
Actually, he's hinting he's playing the Vision.
He's gonna
and
play the
some
Vision.
people are going, he might be the voice of Rocket Raccoon. He might be the voice of Groot. He might be another character. And Marvel, by the way, is going, we don't know what Diesel's talking about. What movies? What? Who? We don't even know who Vin Diesel is.
They're bringing Triple X back.
Yes. Actually, there's a Triple X sequel coming. So.
Okay, that's it. We're done. Finish. We're out of here. Got no more Marvel news. Bo,
Yeah.
where should they go to find more Marvel news that
Yeah,
you
where?
give me that I post up? Where should they go?
Sarah, let them all know.
The initial shock wears off after a while. www.myalternatereality.com.
So go to the store's website, check out all his news, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Bo saying, Kimota!
Hey, Bo,
Yes.
I think I got a zit coming on right here.
Ooh, let's pop it.
That's it.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.